Tortugas Mountain is a site of cultural significance for the Our Lady of Guadalupe Tortugas Pueblo congregation, who climb the mountain in an annual pilgrimage to honour the Virgin Mary. But it's also an important place for local residents like Duane Mosley, who go to the mountain to unwind, hike and watch the sunset and the stars at night.
It's always been a special place for me, going out there and smelling the creosote between your fingers and eating the mesquite beans and watching the lizards crawl around on the rocks. It's something that brings me back to my center.
Mosley was born and raised in Las Cruces. He is one of around 50 residents that turned out for the appeal hearing to allow a retail development near Tortugas Mountain. He says that kind of development would completely desecrate its natural beauty and outshine the stars in the night sky.
I've never come down from the top of that mountain and thought how wonderful it'd be to have some Taco Bell.
Resident after resident stepped up to the podium, voicing disgust and frustration with even the consideration of commercial development in the area. But not before county staff presented a detailed case for appeal. So detailed that it had to be cut short by County Commissioner Ben Rawson. And the hearing still went on until almost 1:30 in the morning. County development staff spent much of the 8-hour hearing rebutting all the arguments made in favour of preservation. ETA member Billy Garrett did not rebuke public concerns, but acknowledges that there must be a legal reason to deny zoning appeals.
There are things that are brought up in the course of these kinds of deliberations that are not relevant to the legal aspect of the case.
Even some of the ETA members' comments indicated confusion regarding the legally relevant factors in the ultimate rejection of the appeal, at least until County Legal pulled them into a back room for almost 2 hours to discuss it.
The authority had to be based on some very specific kinds of concerns. One had to do with whether or not the application was consistent with the extraterritorial zoning comprehensive plan, and the other had to do whether it met certain kinds of criteria that are spelled out in the zoning ordinance.
Another factor, the ETA board did not find the appeal met a need for commercial activity or would boost the tourism economy. But Doñana County Community Development Director Daniel Hortet stated the zoning would have assisted the area's economy.
EC3 with conditions zoning district would complement this activity.
But ETA members said the need to preserve the area has only grown with an important announcement by the president.
I'm using my executive authority to protect more of our pristine landscapes by designating the Organ Mountains Desert Peaks region a national monument.
ETA member Garrett says Tortugas Mountain is a gateway to the Organ Mountains Desert Peaks National Monument.
Is this kind of space, development of this space, really amenable to that kind of tourist experience that we're trying to cultivate? Similar kind of question can be raised in terms of the recreational use of Tortugas Mountain.
The authority found that not only was a commercial development not needed, but it would also detract from the National Monument's tourism potential. They also found research into NMSU's plan for university land around the property was insufficient to prove suitability of commercial zoning. With more research into that plan, another appeal could be filed, though it would be heard in district court. The owners of the property are still assessing that and other options. Residents opposed, like Mosley, say the denial is just a battle won in a longer fight.
I will yell, scream, run, fight, and claw until they either start building or they don't.
Hortet says the Viva Doñana Unified Development Code will disband the ETZ and simplify future zoning disputes. For KRWG, I'm Simon Thompson.